I had the really interesting experience the other day of watching one of my roommates check out my blog for the first time, and then he started reading my list of scary thoughts right in front of me. And it was kind of a moment of vulnerability and of, how's he going to react? But at the same time, I knew I couldn't control that, so I just kept focused on what I was doing. We were just both watching TV, and he was just casually reading them. And there was some good conversation that came out of it. And it was just fun to sort of be witnessed and not and see somebody not run away and not it wasn't they weren't as terrible as I thought. They weren't received in a way I thought, and that's what I'm getting a lot more of lately. Is that as I become more and more comfortable with who I become, people are reacting in less and less as charged of ways. And maybe they were never really reacting as harsh as I thought they were. Maybe that was just my perception. And now that I've been able to release that perception, I'm realizing that's not that big of a deal. It's just some random facts that can be shocking, but they don't have to be. And people get over that initial shock. It's like once shock is just such a temporary thing, and once it's gone, it's gone. It's not the only people that would hold me in long-term judgments are people who have similar issues that they're unable to share in themselves. And so from that perspective, it's either I'm either helping people come to terms with the shadow aspects of themselves, or helping people to just see a part of me, and then they quickly accept it. They're just like, oh, whatever. He's just being who he is. And so it's been kind of fun to talk with to just talk casually around the house about getting blown by a dude or other things along those lines. There's just a lot of inside jokes floating around the house and fun things that before these would be aspects that I wouldn't have even engaged in the first place or wouldn't be open with, and now it's just I'm free to be who I am, and from there, now that I'm finding myself wanting to hide less and less, it's just a lot more free to decide what I want to do, because I don't have to sort of fear who I become, because if people can accept me as I am now, why wouldn't they accept me as I am in the future? Why wouldn't I be able to make some choices that might be a little controversial or might be a little out there? I mean, it can't be as out there as some of the things I've already done. I've already tempered people to understand that I'm coming from a place that's maybe going to take a little more effort to accept or understand, but it's nonetheless where I'm coming from, and most people will give you the benefit of the doubt. They'll just say, okay, it's not that big of a deal, unless I'm tapping into someone's insecurity. People don't really care, because let somebody else be who they are. Why should they care? And so it's freeing to just be seen more often, and to just have that added level of freedom to be myself.